World leaders are now meeting in Mexico. David Cameron has warned any delay in Greece could be very dangerous. Welcome to 5 News. I'm Emma Crosby. There is fresh hope for the future of the euro after Greek voters backed austerity measures and the European bailout. After narrowly winning the country's election, the New Democracy Party now has to form a coalition to begin the tough task of trying to rebuild Greece's economy. Eurozone leaders have hailed the result as Greece's best chance of surviving the crisis. But for the Greek people, there'll be no immediate relief to their suffering. Our chief correspondent Tessa Chapman reports now from Athens. Well, the Greek crisis has cast a shadow over the whole of Europe, with fears the single currency could collapse. For now, at least, finance ministers across the continent are breathing a sigh of relief. But as the Greeks look to change the terms of the bailout, David Cameron is stressing that a stable government must be formed quickly. Our political editor Andy Bell is live in Westminster for us tonight. And Andy, although the elections are now over, the problems aren't entirely solved, are they?
Certainly not.
Well, as you say, Andy, they're all in Mexico this evening. Very nice indeed. So what can we expect from the likes of David Cameron and other European leaders?
Well,
Andy, thanks very much. A police officer has gone on trial accused of killing newspaper seller Ian Tomlinson during the G20 protests in 2009. It was the health scare that caused thousands of women to rush to have their breast implants removed. But a new report into the PIP scandal has now found they don't pose any long-term health threat. Although it will be a relief to some, the study did find that they are still twice as likely to rupture compared to other implants. Julian Drucker reports. Have you in the programme tonight. Thank you very much for coming in. And what are your thoughts about this report?
Well, it's great news that it's shown that there's no deaths.
To women. I think there's 47,000 women in the UK who might have this problem. The only issue is these implants aren't very strong, are they? They're that, do you think?
I think they're just poor manufacturing.
You use them, you've removed these implants, but you never use them because they always felt cheap. Is that right?
Yeah, they felt a bit cheap to me. But
even if they've not ruptured, and for example, if I had a PIP implant, I should still go and get them removed.
Yes. The problem is, if they do rupture, taking them out...
Private practices will make of your recommendation.
Well, I mean...
Plus, don't forget, we've got that all-important interview with Cheryl Cole, all after this short break. Don't go away. Welcome back. You're watching 5 News, and a reminder of our top story tonight, because it's not exactly fine literature, is it?
No, yeah, I read it with a slightly different weekend on my own with it, thinking this might be quite fun. My husband was a watcher. It was actually very personal, and that's what's interesting is...
I think nearly 1 million paperbacks could be sold by the end of the year. It's extraordinary.
Yes.
And so what's it down to? Is it the fact that of the e-book generation, so we can all read slightly saucy novels without anyone knowing what we're reading?
I think it's partly that.
Thank you very much for joining us, Susie Cox and Imogen Edward-Jones. Oh, well, that's it from us. Claire has the weather for you next, and Polly has news updates throughout the evening as well. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at the same time tomorrow night. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.